Okay, so I just explaining the. Okay, there are two user in your corporate network. One is Mr. Ben, one is Mr. Tom. Okay, Mr. Ben is huh? Okay, I think not. Now I can able to see. Okay, there are two user. One is Mr. Ben. Okay, another user is Mr. Tom. Okay, so the Mr. Ben is last 2 years working in the same company. Is old employee. Okay, that laptop should it's working last 2 years working fine. And Mr. Tom is recently joining. It's a new joining. Okay, they give the company a new laptop. Okay, got it. So Mr. Ben easily able to access the network without any disturbance, but Mr. Tom not able to access the network. That means Mr. Ben MAC address should be whitelisted in your NAC security, that is NAC console, CPPM. Okay, if the AD server is binding, if the authenticated AD, so should be any PC in the network, in the new PC, join the network. Please whitelist the MAC address of your console, then going to able to access your network. Otherwise, not going able to access because of the server should be know about the MAC address in the endpoint repository. That should be MAC address in know about the ClearPass. If the system MAC address not whitelisted in the NAC console, that system not able to log in. Even though that system username password should be available in your Active Directory. It not doesn't matter, but should be that MAC address should be whitelisted in your NAC console. That very important. Okay. After whitelisting MAC address, see laptop sending the request, system authenticate with the Radius servers. Okay, system authenticate with the Radius server, authenticate. Then after authentication, the system going to that username enter the username password. The username and password. Enter the username password. The endpoint requested coming to over here in the ClearPass. System trying to authenticate with the Radius servers. Packet is coming over here. Packet is coming over here with the help of Radius. All packet coming to here. Radius packet coming. Server know about the server knows about the that MAC address is authenticated with the help of 1812 and 1813 is the port number. Okay. After system and ClearPass is authenticated of the authentication. Okay. After authentication, that request sending to this part is only for authentication. This part is only for authentication. Mean MAC address is knows, endpoint repository MAC address is there. That system should be authenticated. That is fine. After authorization, going to request to here in the LDAP server. Only a system should be authenticated, but the Tom user not available in your AD. What will happen? That system not able to access, total deny access profile applied for particular user. The Tom user not available in the Active Directory, but system should be authenticated because of that MAC address should whitelisted in your NAC console. That's why system authenticated, but that Tom user not available in your Active Directory. So after that time, system directly push my ClearPass apply the policy deny access profile because of the system is only for authentication is completed, but authorization is still pending. Authorization who done? Authorization done by AD. Okay, authorization done by AD only. Authenticated, now authorization done by The Mr. Tom username is available is here. The authentication authorization successfully authenticates. Allow access profile access is applied and user should be able to access. I think maybe any some understanding or not. Please let me know. So I will. Okay. Voice is not coming. Sometime not coming. I will just checking my voice. Maybe the connectivity issue or maybe something. So, okay. So what I just explained once again. Systems MAC address authenticate with your Radius server. Radius server where it is? Radius server in the my ClearPass servers. Okay. The system MAC address should be whitelisted in your ClearPass. If the MAC address is not whitelisted in my ClearPass, that system not going to authenticate it. That system not going to authenticate. That is clear? Okay. After authentication, that request sent to the my AD server. Why the Mr. Tom user? Why thinking the AD server? Sorry, ClearPass server sending the request to the AD server. This, what request sending? They are sending the request to Mr. Tom username trying to authenticate for your AD. Please check your Mr. Tom username is in your AD server is available or not. AD server reply to them, acknowledgement them. Yes, Mr. Tom username is still there. My Active Directory can authenticate it. Then after acknowledgement, the AD server then my ClearPass that system should be authentication authorization successfully authenticated. Authentication only for the Radius server. Authorization should be validate only the Active Directory. Got it? Understand. Okay. The by default the port number Radius is 1812 and 1813. Okay. And AD server port number is not secure 389. Why using we are binding the AD, then that time using the port number 389 is not secure. Now 636 the 100% yeah 100% secure. So now by default use the 636 the 100% secure. Okay. Okay. So 8.0.1x is a different from home networks. In major way, it can be authenticate server called a Radius server. It checks a user credential to see if they are active member of the organization, and depending on a network policy, grant user verifying level of access up to the network. .1x is a allow unique credential or certificate based use for user authentication is a TLS and one is a certificate based. TLS means certificate based and normally is a IP TLS, IP and PIP. Just one how does work is the .1x. .1x is a network authentication protocol. .1x is a authentication protocol that open port for a network access when an organization authenticates a user identity and authorize them for access to the network. The user's identity is determined based on their credential or certificates, which is confirmed by Radius server. Okay, the Radius server is able to do this by communicating within the organization directory, means AD server. Typically is a LDAP or AD. Normally we are using the AD server, that is verifying them. Okay, it's the key features of the .1x. Gives a device access to the protected side of the network after authentication. Okay. One more feature of the .1x is security feature. The standard authentication protocol used for encryption that if ports its packet is a encrypted packets. Network, what is my IP? Extensible Authentication Protocol, that is meant by EAP. Extensible Authentication Protocol, which provide a secure method to send identifying information over the air for a network authentication. .NET is the standard that is used for passing EAP over wired or wireless local area network. It provides an encrypted EAP tunnel that prevent outside user from interrupting information. It's a data totally secure. Nobody can try to hack. EAP protocol can be configured for credential, EAP TLS, EAP PIP, MSCHAP, and digital certificate, that is by EAP TLS. Authentication and highly secure method for protecting your environment. Any doubt from that that packets how to come over there? Correct? Is everything clear? Okay, very good. So the this is our the sir, just about the Redis. What does the Redis server? Redis server act as a security guard. I just a little bit explanation about the Redis server. That is by Redis server act as a security guard, okay, of the network. As a user connect to the network, the Redis authentication their identity and authorization them for the network use. A user become authorized for the network accessing after enrolling for a certificate from or confirmation of the username password. Each time they are Redis checking the user credential. Okay. A key feature of the Redis, this is a guarantee that user only connect to the network that is a valid user. Redis server are the decision point of device requesting to access to the protected side of the network. Redis server interact with the identity provided to authenticate, authorization and report connection. Okay, I just show in my in the console. I'm just going to console. This is my console. I just show you the Redis packet over here. I think controller, maybe you can see here. This is webauth because the Redis I just not be configured. So this is a webauth. The Redis packet I will configure the switch and then I'll show you. I think over here and just 1 second. Redis packet over here. Can you source enter the Redis? Just collapse on. Maybe server, change the server. Okay, it's maybe the one. Oh, okay, it's correct. This is a Redis. You can able to see this source. Sorry, this is a Redis. You can select this. You can able to see the Redis packet. Can my cursor you can able to see? So this is a Redis packets. This is a Redis packets. This is a EAP and PIP. This is a AD server. Okay, this is attributes. This IP for the switch IP 110.120.5.7. This is a access device IP port. That means the device IP. Okay. This is a device name, but they are mentioning the IP address of the system. Okay, normally they are name. This is a Redis packet. This is group Aruba Wi-Fi. This is a user MAC address of the system. SSID. This is a SSID. One sec. One sec. Okay, this is a NAS port, NAS type, identifier. All requests come over here. This is AD packets, AD. Computer attributes. Port type, the Redis packet ports 1812. This endpoint details. Click on output. The location, SARS, accountings, wireless 8010 login services inactive. So all detail come to over here in the access tracker. This is Redis packets. The configuration which can check the server configuration, which packets. This is file. This is a wireless. This is SSID. Roles. Okay. So I just show you that packets. I just flow about the services. Hello, my voice is not coming. Oh, sorry, sorry. I think I'm. Oh, oh, sorry, sorry, sorry. That's why okay, wait, wait, wait. So I'm just again. I repeat you. Don't worry. क्या है ये? क्या Sorry, bro. I think I missed it that my mic is mute. Sorry. The service categories, man. That packet is coming when the system packet is coming. That means the laptop packet is coming. One sec, just a moment. This is a laptop. Okay, this is a laptop. Okay, this laptop sending the request is the packet radius 666. That request when going to send a laptop, that NAC console showing the Redis packet. That Redis packet type of two packets. There's a MacAuth request or .NX user. That service category is meant that checking the packets, checking the taking the request. That request coming to MacAuth request or .NX. MacAuth request that going to authentication method. There are two types. The authentication method there are two types means there is a one is a Active Directory source and other is local database. That means the endpoint repository. Okay. Third packet is sorry. Authenticator. I'm just okay. Sorry, bro. So authenticator method means after apply the service policy MacAuth the .NX, there after apply if the MacAuth policy the that means that checking MacAuth rule only. Okay. .NX policy apply so checking the EAP, PEEP or EAP TLS. That method there are two types. One is a MacAuth, one is a EAP, PEEP or EAP TLS. EAP, PEEP is username pass based on username password. EAP TLS based on certificate base. Got it? First packet Redis packets. The laptop sending the Redis packet to the our console. Then our ClearPass going to categorize the service, sending that packet as per packets come to my console. That packet is a MacAuth or .NX. If the MacAuth is coming to method authentication method is a MacAuth policy. MacAuth. If the .NX is checking the EAP, PEEP or EAP TLS. Third point is sorry. Sorry, this is the fourth point. Authentication source. Authentication source means our source. There are three type of source. There is a one local database. Okay, another is a Active Directory. Local DB or AD server. There are two types of sources. There are two types of sources. I will show you one second. I'll show you. I will show you one second. see the service authentication. This is a method. I just explain you. This is a method. I just show you method. We can see the method. This is a method. We can see the here. This is a method. If TLS pips, I told you, correct? Correct. And then going to not enable the authorization. So authorization should be DB. This is a AD server. Okay. Authentication source over here. Okay, sorry. Okay. So these are the authentication method. This is the authentication source. See, source means your local database is the MAC auth only, correct? If the .NET policy, that should be only AD server, not going to a local database. There are two types of methods. I told you. One is a local database. One is a CPPM, that AD server. See, a local database, that means only for MAC auth service. MAC itself is the authentic username password is a username and password. But the Active Directory in this username password should be in the AD part, correct? So this is our authentication source is a local database or AD server. And fifth point is role mapping. Role mapping means the system, the laptop, authentication, policy, service apply, method also apply, and authentication source also is properly apply. After role mapping, that role mapping means the user, what is the role of the user? The employee, manager, director, what is that? They are apply the role. Fifth point is the role. That means, I show you one sec. See the role. What is the role? These are the partners, user. This MAC address. What is the categories of the role? That means what is the department of the role? That system, what is the part of that or corporate area? This is the partners or ex employee or what is the any HR department or any admin department. What is the, can you categorize in the roles? That means you are Mr. Bain. What is the role of the Mr. Bain? Is the network engineer of the role. That is the main of role. That is your identity of your Mr. Bain. Got it, your role mapping? Okay. And the last point, not last, the fifth, sixth point is enforcement policy. Enforcement policy means after mapping the role, apply the policies. What is the policy? That means apply that per system, quarantine, compliance violence, Windows, Mac. That system should be antivirus is there. Multiple things there. I just show you the enforcement policy. This is our enforcement policy. This is a policy. Okay. This is a policy. This policies mean that apply all the rules, everything over there in the policies. This is a rule. In the we can apply the condition. That system should under this condition. Okay. This is the enforcement policy. The last point is profile. Enforcement profile. Improve the profile means apply the profile. Profile means that user, read only user, that user, full write user. I show you one sec. My eyes created the policy bounce with okay. This is a in-person profile. That means if the system after compliance all the condition match, that system should be allow access profile. This if the compliance not matching, that system should be go quarantine. That is a in-person profile. There are 5 conditions to service flow. First condition, radius packets, service categories, authentication method, authentication source, role mapping, in-person policy, in-person profile. You got this service flow. You anything issue on that service flow, how to coming to packet, and the service category also a very important point, or service used to top to bottom. That means the top to bottom is each packet first checking the top to bottom like that. This is a condition, top to bottom first packet come to first service. So please make sure that when going to categorize your service, please make sure that the service categorization properly. If the service going to directly down, that service not going to hit that particular endpoint. First hit the service first. What is the condition apply? That means this. Sorry. Access control list, correct. Is a simple Cisco language. Access control list. Okay. Access control like the first top to bottom. Like my console also service going to top to bottom. You have the condition. See, I think there are 2 groups. I just told you. I just 2 conditions. See, both the service are same. Both the service are same. Got it? This service both are same. But I have been trying to write user. Try to log in the ClearPass. Not able to log in. Because of the first service should be upper. So that service first applicable. What is the segment of the service top to bottom? Which first service, that should be service first applicable on the particular system. So make sure that service categories, that means your top to bottom, what is the first, what is the second, what is the third, please categorize properly. If the category is in not way to proper as per syntax or top to bottom service, that system going to trouble for authentication. So first, as per our standard best practice, first is the WebAuth service, second is a .NET service, third is a first is a WebAuth, second is a .NET, and the third is a MacAuth service. First WebAuth, I just .NET, I have this .NET, I am getting issue .NET. This is a .NET, this is a .NET. As reorder, click a reorder, .NET where it is. This is a .NET. I am just going below the WebAuth, this. Okay. And last is a MacAuth. Below the MacAuth. Okay. Save it. So this is the categories. First is WebAuth service, second is .NET, and the last is a MacAuth service. 7, 8, 9. Got it? This is a top to bottom syntax. See, WebAuth means only for on-guard agent. WebAuth policy only for on-guard agent. .NET only for AD user. .NET policy for applicable only for AD authentication user. Okay, until and unless your AD server go down, that server is going to MacAuth. MacAuth means itself username password is a MAC address. Not going to check the AD credential. Only check the MAC address is username, MAC address is password. That is a MAC auth policy. Got it? Understanding anything? I think I've just explained to you. Anything wrong or not mismatch or not understood, please let me know. I will just again explain you. Because the service category, service flow very important. Because you are on the ClearPass, if the service flow is not a proper way configured, so the system not going to authenticate. Packet going to reject because of the service. Because the first radius packet coming to the check the first service only. The service not properly applicable particular endpoints, that system should not going to authenticate it. It totally deny access profile. Because of the searching the service not apply the endpoints as per attribute, as per your design, as per your source, as per your device authentication. So very important role of this service. First endpoint going to check the first service. First hit packet only for service. Then going to check the multiple things, enforcement, profile, everything going last point. First check the service. First hit service. First packet hit to service only. So make sure that when going to categorize, when going to top to bottom service, please proper way to design. Got it? Uh-huh. Okay. So not going to any issue on that, both the service and this service policies and this packet flow. Good now. So okay. So I just service okay, fine. Fine. I think service fine. I just going to administered point. First point already explaining how to change the login page. Okay. Second point is admin user. Admin user by default user in your ClearPass. You can check the is the local database. This user for local database itself created in the CPPM. You can create a CPPM over here. Only enter the name. Password any. Verify the password. You can define the level. Read only access, API administrator. What you need to help desk. You define the role. Super administrator means full access. I think user contain. Okay. So fine. Mr. Bain is created. So I just try to log in Mr. Bain. What is the issue not coming? One sec. Check the packets. What is the alerts? Okay, already Bain is created in your AD. That's why I'm not going to. I need to change the because this is already created. You know that last time you create that one. Yeah, this is a C. This C. You can see the Bain already created. That's why not going. I need to change the name. Mr. Tom. Okay. not coming. Huh. Okay, again, why not coming? Because of the, I told you, service going to not going to hit, because of the service is na first hit this service. Okay, that's why it's not going to log in. I just that service, disable the service, because that service going to hit first. Now I try. What is the issue? 1 second. Aruba clear pass. Again the C is not present in the present local data. Okay. Okay. Policy change. See, this same policy, this is different policy, correct? Again policy matching not theirs. We can check Aruba clear pass. The policy where it is, SMTP. Let's see. This is a policy, or policy need to be up. 1 second. Now I'm check. See, login, correct? Why the issue? Issue per policy. See, I told you now the policy is not going to proper way, to not going to login. See, the Tom is login. You can check. See the log. See, you can see the log. My policy not going to properly wake. I am just changing the role, the policy hitting, and this working fine. See, Tom is login. See, policy logging, perfectly working. See, super admin. This is a Tom. You can see the Tom. Got it? The service in the service, when going to service category, very important. So service not going to proper way configure, to this packet going to reject. See the reject. So it should be check the first alert. What is the alert? Why coming this not there? You can check the proper way. What is the issue? Because alert 99% resolve the alert only. Your problem resolve only alerts. Every time we reject, why reject? Can you check what is the issue? Something check the why is this not coming? Oh, I think policy not going categorize. You can check the issue for the, you resolve the issue within a 1 to 2 minutes. Only we check the first log alerts. So I just show you the how to configure the local database. 1 second. Administrator system itself is this all user, these all will only for local database user itself in the CPPM, not a part of the AD, correct? It's itself in the local database in my, like any Palo Alto firewall, any faulty and a firewall, we can create the username. User we need to create that local database in the Fortinet. Like same thing, we can the ClearPass itself creating the our own database username password. You can about the super admin password, administrator. Okay. Third point is in the privilege. We can define the different type of privilege. We can define the privilege means we can give the particular read, write or full access. We can define the privilege of the particular users. Okay. That is the privilege of user. Multiple type of role administrators. We can define the administrators. Should be read, write inside. You give the read only inside. They can possible read and write access. We can define the role of the particular user. That also possible. Certificate read, external account, everything give it a particular define the particular role of the particular user. So all these for particular privilege level you can define the particular role in particular endpoints. Sorry, particular admin accounts. this role for this only. Okay. So okay, fine. Cluster password change. Cluster password means your app admin password. You know the password. There are two types of password. One is the admin login password. One is the admin login password. One is the CLI password. This is the app admin password. This is the app admin. I'm just showing 192.168.0.128. My login app admin. Sorry. App admin. See. Now by login, I'm just change the password. Admin add 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. Okay, this is my app admin password change. It will take time, so change. Okay, I'm just trying to again log in my. See, correct. So now I'm changing the password. This password for cluster password means only for CLI app admin password. Please make sure that only for admin password, not login password, not the Geo login password. Only this password change to only for app admin password need to change. Got it? Okay, okay. Correct. CLI login password. Correct. GUI alag, GUI alag. GUI is different and CLI is different. This for CLI only. This for CLI only. So wide parameter, it means this is a parameter for your publisher. If the by default parameter is going to the define, no need to change. But if you need to change, it's possible to change. Okay. I think okay. I think over to Doju. Leave this tomorrow. I'll show you. Don't worry. This is very big topic. Okay. Okay. I tomorrow I'll cover this packet. This is the last packet. I just told you this is makes subscriber. This is a publisher. Correct. Currently this is a publisher. Okay. This is a publisher. I need to change the publisher to subscriber. You can click over here. Enter the publisher password. What is the administrator password? Enter the administrator. That password you can enter. Why this is going to this server going to subscriber. Okay. When click on make a subscriber, so the system going to publisher go to subscriber automatically. When enter the this is a IP, a publisher IP enter. What is a publisher IP? And a publisher password, that means publisher administrator password, admin password. Correct? Okay. This is zone means you have the number of DCDR zone. Correct? So you can define the zone type of zones. DCDR, DR 50-50 packets going to separated on the with the help of zones. There are type of zones. DR zone, DC zone, like California, one more zone. You have create the multiple zone over here. Okay. You can create a zone and add over here. See, this is a setting for time zone. You can NTP server, you can add NTP server over here as possible. This is your time zone. You can change as per your country time zone. But make sure that when changing the time zone, that's if the change the time zone, that service should be restarted. You can see policy manager service will be restarted. So make sure that please check, not going to impact. You need to change the any time zone, you need to change the IP so time zone or timing. You need to change after business hours. Don't need to in the business working times. because that going to service restarted means it will take a time. When service restarted, that means system going to unauthenticated, not going to authenticated. It will impact for this change. Is a Asia zone like that, multiple like no issue. Okay. Virtual IP setting means you have defined the, as told you that you need to define the DC and DR. On the day I one lecture one conducting that, on the day define the multiple zigzag position. First server going to second going to first. You can define the backup of the server with the help of virtual IP. There are two types of IP. One is a management IP and one is a virtual IP. I'll just show you how to do this. See, in the scenario, this is our management IP. Management IP for logging your ClearPass. Okay, that management IP not going to authenticate the endpoints, but data IP when configure, the data IP itself handle the request of the Redis request, and that data IP bind to virtual IP. If you configure the data IPs, you can configure the data IP, but it may be issue because of the my network in the lab. So make sure that in the live environment, so data IP, if there, as per your design, you need to configure the data IP, you need to configure the management IP as per design. But if you not configure data IP, it's okay. No, but that packet going to management with the help of management IP only, not issue of that. But you define the, but in configure the data IP, it's for better to define the virtual IP, because management is different and data IP different. Data IP that per only for the Redis authentication. All endpoint requests should be coming to the data IP or not going to management IP. Management IP only for login your console. That's it. Not part of the any authentication. But data IP should be authenticated. Request to come to over the only data IP. It's not part of the login your console. The difference between the data and management IP. Management only for login your console with the GUI. But data IP should be all the requests come to only the data IP. Yeah, if not that edit, you can coming to the packet to management IP. It's possible. Not the big deal to you only for component mandatory to data IP. But as per the best practice, you can configure like that. But it's not going to configure, so it's okay. That request coming to your management, no issue. Okay. So policy jo subscriber net event targets. This is target means this is your external URL that is required for the external inside server VRRP. Not much huge. What is this? Okay. So tomorrow I'll clear this. You need to clear the cache. Don't click on that. This we need to clear the caches. We must on the machine authenticated. All the requests should be clear. So please don't click on that. Don't click on yes. Okay, because we click on the clear machine authentication. That means all authentication should be clear. White parameters should be large. So I'll just. What is the change over here? You can. This is a message for the. Why this login banner? Login banner means when going to log in your console. Okay, that time should be display this message. That time should be display this message. This is login banner. You can define the policy because in the ClearPass one rule is there. If your network number of persons sitting over there, in the engine has one number of certain number of persons sitting over there, so you can my ClearPass login only particular PC, not for all. You can able to access over here, but that means we can able to ping the IP all this environment, but not going to log in my system. That can define over here. See, you should be NAC console GUI login, web console login should be login on particular system 1 to 2, not going to all the system. Got it? That we can define in my ClearPass. My system only and other system only, the administrator, super administrator, that only system able to access my GUI. That policy also configure in my ClearPass. See, if you not configure that policy, so that your NAC console everybody can try to log in, but you block, you impose the rule only these number of PC able to access my NAC console. That also achieve. Okay, because see, if you can see, I have the there are number of 200 number of engineers in my company. Okay, I am not config this rule to particular define the rule key. This is my administrator and this is a super administrator should be log in my system. That's it. Other than that, nobody can watch my system, nobody can try to log in my system, because totally blocked. Even in though widely is the system, because there is a rule only particular. You can web filtering, you know the web filtering in the firewall. What is the rule of that? In the Facebook, only some limited user we can access the Facebook, correct? That is the rule. So same rule we can define over here. Only these number of guys able to access my publish console. That's it. Okay, understand? Okay, so I think today enough for data for your capturing knowledge. So today enough to today wind up the session right now. Okay, because in the India right now 10 o'clock. What is their time?